Sunday again. It's time for another weekly reminder video. For those of you who use these things, hopefully they're keeping you straight, although they're not changing much from week to week. There's a couple of things this week that we need to remind you of that might slip your mind otherwise. And most of you are grown up enough to where you're keeping track of your schedule really well. And I don't know whether you use these things or not. I guess I just like talking to myself on the screen, so I continue to make them. I'm going to share the screen now and pull up the PowerPoint that we normally go through here. Week number 13, Sunday, April the 11th through Saturday, April the 17th. We're getting closer and closer, less than a month until finals in the end of the semester. So congratulations to you for doing so much and doing so well at it. Finishing up from last week, as always, the discussion board that was going on. This particular discussion board we're finishing up was from the end of North House, chapters 14, 15, and 16. You actually read that 2 weeks ago. Discussion number 10. Try not to make any new posts on Sunday, but read whatever else is left out there. You should be wrapping up your term paper, too. If you haven't already submitted that, go ahead and submit it. Today, actually, it's not due until a week from today, but this week is when you should be getting it in. Submit it once during the week. Check back a few minutes later and see what your plagiarism or originality score is, because remember, that's a part of the grading. It needs to be a low number, not a high number. It's misnamed originality with a high number is not actually measuring how much of their thought is original, but that score indicates how much of it is not original, plagiarized. So check your plagiarism score. If it's higher than 5 or whatever the cutoff level is, go back into your paper and see if you can figure out where you have pulled ideas from other places and reword them a little bit. Submit it again. It's only going to keep the most current version of your paper. And I'm not going to read anything and grade anything until the week has closed, the Dropbox has shut off. So I'm not going to put you in a position where you have to worry about whether I graded the wrong version of it. Make any necessary changes that you want, submit it again, submit it a third time, submit it a fourth time. But when you are done, you want to attach the final version of the file and type the word "done" in the comments box. I may decide based on the presence of the word "done" to go ahead and grade some. I'm not sure yet. But go ahead and get that term paper taken care of this week and be thinking about your project and how you're going to create your little interview video about somebody. You won't necessarily have them on the video with you. You'll just be talking to me. But be thinking about that. That's going to come up sooner than you realize. This term paper came up all of a sudden here when we've been thinking about it for a while. But that's finishing up from last week. New for this week, content folder week 13 has links for you. Start posting to discussion 11. Over chapters 1, 2, and 3 from Collins Good to Great that you read last week. Going to have some good discussions here, and I'm looking forward to reading those. If you are wanting to get the full credit, you've already gotten into this habit, post something by Tuesday night and then a couple of responses later on during the week. Make sure that your original post is in the 150 to 200 words. I'm really hoping it's more 180 to 200. And then make sure that your follow-up posts on other people are at least 80. So discussion 11 is going on this week, and begin reading Collins chapters 4, 5, and 6, looking for those great ideas. Some amazing ideas in the Collins book with the hedgehog concept and the flywheel and the doom loop and the level 5 leaders, all those kinds of things. I'm interested to see what your thoughts are, what sticks out to you. That's it. Nothing significantly new this week. Only finishing up a couple of things and talking about the great ideas that you're learning about and getting great ideas from in terms of being a leader. We'll see you again next Sunday. Otherwise, just keep doing what you're doing.